Hello everyone and welcome back to a new trading update video. So in this video our game plan to trade Bitcoin, and Bitcoin is currently in a very interesting area, and I will explain exactly why this is a very interesting area and how we can trade this ourselves and what we can expect for the higher time frame. So yeah, let's start off with Bitcoin. This is Bitcoin on the 2-hour time frame. And as you can see, this is just a clean chart. And of course, we have our trading areas. And the trading areas are always around the highs and around the lows. So first of all, let's start off with the high. And around that high is our short area. So for example, you see the high over here. And this is the extreme high we can see. So then I always put a box and I make it a red box. So I know that this is the short area. So around this area I want to open a new short trade. This is the extreme. So here are always the A setups. So the best setups are always around the extremes. So this is the short area. And we also have always a long area, and the long area is always around the lows. So the lows are, of course, around this area, and I always make them green. So around the red areas I want to open a short trade, and around the green areas I want to open a long trade. This is always how I work. So for now we are entering the short area, and for now we want to see that momentum is cooling down. So we want to see that the buying pressure is getting more or less. So we want to see that more and more people are stop buying Bitcoin, and you always see that around the highs. So of course people are interested in a short because this is the high, and if people are going to open shorts, then you see selling pressure, and selling pressure will bring the price down. So this is why these areas are so interesting. So in these areas you want to open a trade, not around the mid-range. Of course we can trade around the mid-range, but it's much more risky. So you want to wait for the A setups, and the A setups are around that extremes. So very important to wait for that areas. And around that areas we always have two trading opportunities. So first of all, of course, that short trade, and also a long trade, but that long trade is only our focus once we break above it, and then on the retest we can open that long trade. So this is always how you want to trade. In every area of interest you have two trading opportunities. So you have a short and you have a long trade. So for example, around that range low, so around that long area, we have of course a long trade. We have to wait for lower time frame confirmation first, and we have a short trade. So if we break, then we can open a short trade on the retest. So these are always two possible scenarios, and right now we are in that trading zone. So for now we want to zoom in to the lower time frame, and on the lower time frame we want to see the confirmation. And how does that confirmation look like? So as I already said, we want to see that momentum is cooling down, so the buying pressure is getting out of the market. And then we want to see that trend reversal, and that trend reversal looks exactly like this. So we want to see that uptrend is going to break, and for that uptrend we want to see this pattern. And why is this so important? We want to break the starting point which brought us towards the high. That's the level we want to break, and what I mean with that is that we break below it. So as you can see, this is our confirmation that the trend is rotating. So if we see this confirmation, this pattern, then the retest will be my entry point. And at that entry point we can of course open that trade. So for example, like this is the entry point. Stop loss of course above the high. So if you hit that stop loss, then you directly have the right triggers to open that long trade, as we already have discussed. And of course we want to place our take profit around the lows. So then you see you have a perfect setup with very much confirmation. And that's what you want to wait for. So for now, I'm waiting to see that momentum is cooling down, and I want to see this pattern you can see over here. Then I have the right triggers to open a trade. So I hope that this is clear to you. And patience is very important in trading. So you do want to wait. So for now, I'm not taking any trades. Of course, we have just entered the area, but I have patience. So I want to see that price is going much more into the area, and then I want to see this pattern for a new trade. So I hope that everything is clear to you about it. If you have any questions, of course, you can ask them in the questions channel. And then I would like to see you in the next video. So good luck today. Ciao, ciao.